Instagram is far and away my favorite social media platform, so consider this the definitive guide to making a successful Instagram feed.
You're not on Instagram.
Hey everybody, I'm Saul Colt, the host of the License to Print Money show, powered by Spreadshop. The goal of the show, for as long as they let me do it, is to show creative people how to make money from their creative life. So, please subscribe. Let's make some money together. Smash the bell. And the reason you should is because every Tuesday and Friday, we're going to cover ways to generate income from your creative life. Everything from growing audiences, the nuances of each platform, launching a podcast, and of course, we're going to talk about selling merch. So speaking of merch, this show is sponsored by Spreadshop. I love Spreadshop, and I'm loud and I'm proud. In my opinion, they're the very best online solution for selling all kinds of merch, like clothing, bags, all sorts of things. And I can't say enough nice things about Spreadshop. I truly do love them. So if you've been following this account in the previous videos, you know that we've been kind of heavy on YouTube tips. And so let's balance it out and go a little deeper on Instagram. And, I wasn't joking in the introduction when I said Instagram is my absolute favorite social media platform. It's my favorite to consume. It's my favorite to create for. Instagram is easy.
Cute.
I'm going to set up an Instagram account for you.
Please.
And the barrier to entry is very, very low on Instagram. And that makes it seem, like super, like anyone could get on. But there's still a lot of things to consider if you want to create a great account that can generate money. So I'm going to go through, 15, 16 tips off the top of my head to help you master Instagram. So first off, and I've said this about YouTube as well, but you should never buy Instagram followers.
That song bought me this franchise and the hottest wife in the world, but it's all fake.
When it comes to growing your Instagram presence, shortcuts like buying followers or using bots, it may seem tempting. Let's be clear, it's a terrible, terrible idea. And I'm going to tell you why. Instagram's algorithm isn't easily fooled. These are smart people. It's kind of like trying to buy beer when you're 16 and you look 14. It rarely works. Instagram's algorithm has evolved so far that they can detect fake engagement and fake followers. So if you buy followers, it's like putting a neon sign on your account saying, I'm not authentic. And what happens is the algo will not send you as much real traffic as you would if you were, focusing on organic growth. Focusing on organic growth will take longer, but it is worth it. Quality followers who genuinely engage with your content are the real secret to Instagram. It's also really important to have a strong personal brand and a clear value proposition. Think of your feed as a storefront, even if you're not actually selling anything. Would you walk into a store if you had no idea what it sold? Maybe, but maybe not. Your Instagram should have a clear value proposition, something that sets you apart. Think of it as your store's unique selling point, whether it's fashion tips, inspirational quotes, culinary delights. I don't know if I said culinary. Your niche should be crystal clear. But here's the kicker. You don't want to be a one-trick pony.
It's your number one trick.
I always recommend having 2 to 5 content pillars to your niche. This adds variety without diluting your core value. Think of them as different sections of your store. You have, men's clothing, women's clothing, and intimate apparel. It all goes to the overall shopping experience. Another thing is you have to create an aesthetic for your feed. I don't mean every picture needs to be in black and white or you need a signature filter, but you do need to create something worth stopping for.
I saw all your pictures on Instagram and you look like you're having so much fun.
Because the truth is most people are just speed scrolling and they'll decide whether to follow you or not follow you within seconds. It's like going on a first date. You want to make a super good first impression. Your Instagram feed is your chance to showcase your brand, personal or professional, your brand's personality.
Do not get that. You seem like such a stand-up guy on the Instagram.
And let me tell you, there's a zillion tools to create a visually appealing grid, but honestly, if you just put thought into what you're sharing, you can do it yourself. First impressions matter in the digital world too. A strong aesthetic can be a difference between a follower and not. Another thing that's really important is to optimize your Instagram bio.
Craig, give me the elevator pitch.
Okay.
Your Instagram bio is your elevator pitch. You have 150 characters to commute who you are, what you do, and what you're offering. Don't waste this precious real estate on silliness. Use keywords to reach a wider audience. This is your megaphone that will be used in search and all sorts of things. You should go as specific as possible here. There's a lot of chefs on Instagram, but there are way less personal chefs or vegan chefs.
I think I'm going to go change the sterno under the vegan lasagna.
Or pastry chefs. I could keep going. Let people know exactly what makes you special and different, and don't forget don't forget the link. Put a link so they know where to find you. Personally, I use Linktree because I share not only a link to my site, but a handful of media mentions or interviews of me for people to review. So another thing is SEO, search engine optimization for the cool kids. Instagram now allows searching using keywords, and the best part of the best part of the Big Mac is the secret sauce, and this is your secret sauce.
I'm doing an analysis of the secret sauce.
Use relevant keywords in your captions, and you're more likely to pop up in user searches. Take the example of, and I'm going to talk about this later, best time to post. Using this keyword strategically in your captions can lead to more visibility, Instagram SEO, and making your content discoverable by people who are looking for things that you're offering. Find the best hashtags. Hashtags are really important.
It's really hard coming up with a hashtag.
I'm sure we talked about hashtags already, but they are like the traffic signs leading people to your location.
Hashtag my amazing summer.
Using the right ones can put your posts in front of your target audience. It's like having a billboard on a busy highway. Everyone passing can see it. For this video, I'll probably use the following hashtags: hashtag Spreadshop, hashtag Instagram, hashtag content, hashtag best time to post, hashtag reels, hashtag creators, hashtag Saul Colt.
Hashtag Jelly Boyfriend.
And I throw that in for people looking for me. But if you struggle with hashtags, there's a bunch of tools that will help you create them. We bring this up all the time. Create a consistent posting schedule. It's like opening your store at the same time every day. People know when to visit. Later has a scheduling tool, and it helps, so you can just sort of push things out or schedule a bunch at once. But, you don't have to use that either. And I'll say you have to invest in reels. Quality reels always beat still content. And again, it's all about meeting your customers' needs. I know I'm a little all over the place, so let's get focused again. Let's go back to find your best time to post. Timing is everything, and it's weird, but 4 a.m. seems to be the sweet spot. I tend to post my stuff midnight, 1 a.m. before I go to sleep, and it's sort of waiting for everybody in the morning, and I find that really gets me a lot of engagement. But, there's a lot of scheduling tools out there. I think that, you can use them or not use them. I personally don't, but they are there if you want to use them, and they do give you a tiny bit of an advantage. Accessibility is vital. It's like making sure your shop is wheelchair friendly. It's important to add subtitles, put alternate text, create content that's screen reader friendly. Anything you can do to make it easier to find and enjoy your content is an advantage. So there's a million videos on hooks. Hooks are pretty important, but have you noticed a lot of people recently have started their videos by saying, stop scrolling? This is called a hook. Sometimes people hook you in and they get you to pay a little bit more attention. One current trend right now is to be fake negative. People will say something like, here are the 5 things people hate about whatever your message is. Once they hook you in with the negativity, they actually say all the really amazing things about the product, and you realize you've been sucked in. Whatever. I agree that negative works, but I don't use this tactic personally because I truly believe you can only bait and switch people so many times before they see through it. So what are some other hooks? And I'll tell you. You can use words or phrases like how to, copy this, things you need to know, the truth about. I've seen a lot of people use feels illegal to know these websites, and I have fallen for that a few times. And one was actually kind of, good and interesting. Hooks are important to play around with, and try a few different ones and see what works for you, because when you find that thing that does work, they actually do work. I don't know what number we're at. I'm going to guess 10 or 11. Work with other brands, other creators, other influencers.
All I'm saying, man, is switch partners. It'll be fun.
Partnering with like-minded influencers and brands can be a game changer. It's like partnerships in the business world. You can benefit from their audience and tap into a fresh pool of potential followers. The best part is you don't have to break the bank on this. I've mentioned before that nano and micro influencers can be way, way, way better than people with huge and untargeted followers. Smaller influencers often have higher engagement rates and cost less to work with if you're going to sponsor posts. But I would say try to get a bunch of people. The right strategy depends on your bandwidth and budget, but if you can get a bunch of small people instead of one large people, it usually works in your favor. So I mentioned Reels when I sort of got distracted for a little bit, so let's go back to that. Instagram Reels are a goldmine for reaching new audiences. They're like the front page of a popular magazine. Everyone sort of looks at them. They're kind of like TikTok's, For You page. The Reels feed serves high-interest content leading to increased engagement. It's like having your product showcased on a prime shelf in a supermarket. Your Reels can easily reach beyond your followers, boosting visibility and follow count. For the best results, again, go back to your keywords and your relevant hashtags in your Reels. But remember, keep them short and snappy for repeat views. Create original content and consider adding on-screen text like, captions for viewers who watch without sound. I'm one of those people. I lie in bed at night and I don't turn the sound on for whatever reason. Make it high quality. Make it, really show that you've put your time into your Reels. And the thing with Reels and all your Instagram content is, remember your Instagram stories, they disappear after 24 hours, but you can keep them alive in your story highlights. And, I really like this account Do Moi, and they use a real clever. They use Instagram stories very cleverly, or highlights cleverly. They're a celebrity gossip site, and they use their highlights as a full working library of all their gossip and their tips. Creating high-quality highlights can increase brand awareness, attract new followers, and showcase your best story content to new visitors. Start scheduling your Instagram stories and make sure that they go into your highlights as well, because that's really important. When it comes to reaching new audiences organically, shareable content is a powerful tool. You think of memes, think of whatever, but people love to share what they find interesting or funny. Inspirational quotes, I'm rolling my eyes, not my thing. Informative carousel posts, trendy memes are tried and true formats. Memes in particular are like the joke of the day at your shop. They spread like wildfire when they catch on and, when they resonate with your customers. To create a successful meme, tap into trending visuals, understand your audience's sentiment, and align it with your brand's niche. It's like finding the perfect joke that makes everyone laugh.
Did you know every planet in our solar system is named after a god?
I did not know that.
Except Earth, which is named after all that stuff on the ground. Okay, can I keep this?
You got it.
Remember, the more your meme resonates with your community, the more likely it'll be shared widely. I'm running out of gas here, but let's keep going. Hosting an Instagram contest or giveaway can be a turbocharger for growing your following. It's like organizing an exclusive in-store event with freebies. Ensure you set clear entry requirements and support your growth goals. Ask participants to tag a friend in the comment, share Instagram stories, follow your account, and reward these people with special deals. We did a contest that we reached out to the winners, and once they get permission, we're going to announce who they are. And it was very successful for us. Giveaways, when done in partnership with a creator or a brand with a similar target, can create a huge sense of community and drive rapid growth. We did a whole video on contests, so check that out. Last couple, make sure you cross-promote your Instagram stuff through all your other platforms. Expanding your reach beyond Instagram is really important. Connect your Instagram to your other platforms like TikTok and direct people, from there to here and here to there. Creating content on TikTok that encourages viewers to check out your Instagram is like having billboards advertising your store on the busiest streets. If TikTok isn't part of your strategy, promote your Instagram through your website, your newsletter, your podcast, or any of your other social platforms. And we talk about this all the time. Analyze your content, monitor your Instagram performance, and see what's working and isn't working. Show, when a post has higher or lower reach than usual, it's a gold mine of insights. It's like discovering which products fly off the shelves and which ones collect dust. Analyzing hashtags, CTAs, publishing times, and content types can help you tailor your strategy for better results. I've noticed that when I post stories and I only post 1 or 2 in a 24-hour period, they do better than when I post 8 or 9. So I stopped, doing long stories. I say this over and 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 over.
Over and over and over.
Connect with your community. Build an engaged community on Instagram. It's like these are your loyal customers who keep coming back. It's all about connection and engagement. Ask yourself, how often are you engaging with your followers? Do you interact in real time? Do you do Instagram lives? Any of that stuff. I've seen a lot of really great examples of people who use stories for Q&As, or they do lives for almost like your call-in show. These engage and build relationships with your community and grows them stronger. Trust and believe in your brand and so it can grow and let people see more of you.
And I'm spent. Woo.
I think that's all I've got for right now. So before we go, let's talk about Spreadshop. Are you a creative individual looking to turn your ideas into profit? Are you an entrepreneur searching for a seamless way to establish your own brand? Or perhaps you're part of an organization aiming to fundraise or promote your cause? Look no further than Spreadshop, the ultimate solution for creating and selling custom merchandise online. Spreadshop offers an extensive range of high-quality shirts, high-quality products, including t-shirts, hoodies, hats, bags. The list goes on and on. Simply upload your designs, and Spreadshop takes care of all the heavy lifting. No need to worry about production, inventory, or fulfillment. Visit Spreadshop.com today and tell them Saul sent you. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips to fuel your creative success. And remember, how about this? Drop your Instagram feed into the comments here, and I'll give you a follow, and I'll go check it out and see what you're working on. Because, like I said, Instagram is my favorite. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
I follow you on Instagram, you moron.